I now call upon Dr. Andrew Viterbi of the United States of America to please rise. Dr. Andrew Viterbi was the co-founder and served as vice chairman of Qualcomm Incorporated, which develops and manufactures mobile satellite communications and digital wireless telephony. And he serves as a member of the American President's Information Technology Advisory Committee. Over the past 30 years, his work in this field has earned him international acclaim and numerous professional society awards, mainly for his development of the Viterbi algorithm for interference suppression. But all of this didn't happen overnight. Dr. Viterbi was one of the first scientists to recognize the potential and purpose of digital transmission techniques, which led to the advancement of Code Division Multiple Access, CDMA, that supports the world's most innovative communication systems. As an ardent proponent of education and a staunch Technion supporter, he established, together with his wife Erna, the Andrew and Erna Finch Viterbi Academic Chair in Electrical Engineering. Dr. Viterbi is very active in the American Technion Society, holding high positions in the organization, both on a regional level as the president of the San Diego chapter and national level, and in numerous other American Jewish organizations. Dr. Viterbi recently retired and is embarking on a new phase of his life. I now call Professor Perlman to read the citation for Dr. Viterbi.
בהוקרה על תרומתו המקורית לתורת התקשורת והמידע, שהשפעתה מורגשת במהפכה הטכנולוגית העכשווית, ובעיקר על פיתוח אלגוריתם ויטרבי למניעת הפרעות על ידי תכנות דינמי. תרומתו המכריעה לפיתוח האספקטים התיאורטיים והמעשיים של השיטה המכונה CDMA תמכה בפיתוח מערכות התקשורת הסלולריות החדשניות ביותר. In recognition of his seminal contributions to information and communication theory and their impact on the recent technological revolution, and in particular the introduction of the Viterbi algorithm for interference suppression by means of dynamic programming, his pace-setting contributions to the advancement of theoretical and practical aspects of code division multiple access, CDMA, have supported the development of the most advanced and innovative communication systems.
I invite Professor Burke and Professor Perlman to present the doctoral hood to Dr. Viterbi. It's my pleasure to invite Dr. Viterbi to respond.
President Lapidot, Chairman Taub, members of the faculty. I am very honored and quite emotional to have received this singular honor from Technion, Israel Institute of Technology. I couldn't help thinking, as a few comments were made in Hebrew, that the last doctoral honorary doctorate I received was not only the citation, but half the program was in Latin. But that was Rome, and this is Israel, and I'm very grateful to Technion for conducting most of the proceedings in the language of the internet. But language aside, receiving an honorary doctorate from the Technion has a particular importance, significance to me and to my family. First, because our relationship goes back a long time, 33 years almost, to be more precise. When I came in late 1967 to present a series of lectures during my sabbatical from UCLA. Those lectures were partly on some obscure algorithm that nobody ever thought would ever amount to much. Then, in 1982, I had the privilege to lead an academic delegation to review the electrical engineering department of Technion. And after a week of intense work, and I've been on other visiting committees, but they work you harder here, we came to the conclusion that Technion was an outstanding institution, and we made some constructive comments on how it could improve even more. And to our surprise, many of those were taken seriously and acted upon. I'm pleased to note that about 18 years later, just last month, a report from another visiting committee, equally or more distinguished than mine, came to the same conclusion. And if you read carefully the annual report, it tells you that their conclusion was that Technion is easily within the top 10 electrical engineering departments in the world. Beyond that, they came to some of the same conclusions that we did 18 years ago, and that's part of the history of academia. You relearn your lessons, but what's even more important is, of course, the role that Technion has played in the development of this country, in the education of the majority of Israel's engineers, and in the spawning of the remarkable high technology industry in this country, which per capita is the greatest in the world. Some say, well, the Silicon Valley is first. Yes, but the Silicon Valley and California have about 40 million people. In Israel, you only have about 6 million, and per capita, therefore, you've got to lead. Finally, on an emotional note, for the last 5 years or so, I've had the pleasant duty to oversee our company's activity in Israel, in particular in Haifa, in or near Matam, where a thriving subsidiary is operating. So as a result, my wife Edna and I would come here at least twice a year. On the way here yesterday, her comment to me was, "We're coming home again. Toda rabah."
Thank you, Dr. Viterbi.